For those of you that have been waiting on a new Left 4 Dead, like myself, we've got one coming up this summer, Back 4 Blood. Let's check it out.
We got a job to do, remember?
And no worm-ridden son of a bitch is gonna stop us.
Buck her up, handsome.
What the hell? Cover me! What is that?
Take it out!
Oh man, this is my favorite hoodie.
A little club soda will take that right out.
Watch out!
What's up, guys? Woo Pal from Mix of the Round. Gonna do a little video on Back 4 Blood. Something we're pretty excited about, Strano and I. Of course, we just watched the trailer. Trailer looks phenomenal, which that's just kind of the norm anymore. The trailers always look fantastic. But now we're gonna watch a few minutes of some gameplay. And the game, of course, is Back 4 Blood, but it's Left 4 Dead 3. I mean, they can change the name all they want to. This is Left 4 Dead for sure. It's, of course, brought to us by Turtle Rock Studios. This one's coming out for all consoles, last gen, current gen, and the PC as well. Should hit somewhere in the summer of this year, which sooner the better, in my opinion, guys. If you've played Left 4 Dead, you know how much fun this game is going to be. This one looks incredible. Graphically, I'm sure it's going to be great. That's typical Left 4 Dead. They're going to throw a crap ton of zombies at you, and of all different shapes and sizes, which I think in this one they're going to be even bigger. So this should be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's called Back 4 Blood, but honestly, guys, it's Left 4 Dead 3, something we've been waiting on for a really long time. I know I have. The good thing is they stay true to the Left 4 Dead series as far as how the gameplay works. You're still killing hordes of zombies, but there's going to be new weapons, of course, new enemies, of course. Everything's got to get a little bit bigger and better. But same stays true, guys. This is going to be your typical grab some buddies and fight through this thing, which I'm sure is going to be a blast. That's probably my favorite part of this game is the co-op. You can grab up to 3 other guys, you know, or ladies, and play through the campaign, which previous Left 4 Dead games, it's tough. I mean, they seriously load you up with some zombies, and in this game, like I said, it's going to be bigger and badder, I think, than before. So it should be tough. And you can play solo, too. You can still lead your team. You just be solo, and you'll kind of be in charge. But as you can tell, you can still bust heads with a bat. All the melee weapons are still here. I'm sure they got some other good ones, too. But there's going to be some good gunplay, too. I'm sure there's some new weapons that's going to be in this one. But it's really hard to beat just busting someone in the head with a bat. Or a zombie. Let me back up. A zombie. So
Not beaten
That's
yet.
always been my favorite part of Left 4 Dead. Is just grabbing a melee weapon and going to town on somebody. But of course, they're gonna have multiplayer too. Typical PvP. I know you'll be able to play as a human. You also be able to play as the ridden, which is what they call the zombies. So that's gonna be a lot of fun too. And each side will have their own unique weapons and abilities and so on and so forth. But visually, I think it's going to be awesome. I like this trailer. You can kind of see a little bit of how they're doing the visuals, how they're doing the blood splatter and the lighting, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of dark spots in here. Typical zombie game. They're going to horror it up a little bit. Horror. But there's also some unique stuff about this game that's new to Left 4 Dead series, and something that I don't know how they're going to incorporate it exactly. I've read a little bit on this from Turtle Rock, and you can get on their Discord channel and kind of talk to them a little bit and kind of learn a little bit more from them and the developers and some other players and stuff that's kind of went through the closed beta. But there's a card system. So yeah, the corruption cards, and there's also passive cards. So it's kind of a unique way they're doing this card system, and I don't think it's going to be like any other card game that we're used to. I think this is actually going to work pretty smoothly. But the corruption cards are going to kind of affect how the game progresses and how you play through it. So what Turtle Rock has come out with so far is there's going to be a dynamic game director. So it's kind of like an AI. I guess it's going to kind of monitor how you play, the way you play, and how you get better throughout the campaign. And they're going to throw in harder enemies, different weather effects, kind of like fog and stuff to make it harder to see. So that'll be kind of cool to up the difficulty a little bit. And of course, there's going to be some massive zombies to kill, which is going to be awesome. But other than the corruption cards, there's going to be passive cards as well. Now, passive bonuses can be, attack power bonuses, kind of quicker healing, more ammo storage, that kind of stuff. So it's really going to be cool to see how they do that. I know that you can collect the cards and make different decks and kind of change how the game is going to work. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to implement that. I know how they're going to implement it, but I wonder how it's going to affect the gameplay and how it's going to really work. But it should be interesting to see, and it's going to make it more, the word I guess they use now is roguelike, where things change depending on when the campaign. If you play through it multiple times, it's going to be different every time. And that's how they're going to introduce it in this game, is with the card system. That's how they're going to change things up. So should be unique to see how that plays out. Something else that I think everyone's excited about is crossplay, which so far, from what I can understand from Discord channel for Turtle Rock, is there will be crossplay. So no matter what console you have, PC, whatever, you'll be able to play with others, obviously. But like I said, this game has been on my mind for a long time. Of course, I've played Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, played them for years. I still play them through every now and then still. Some buddies will get together every now and then, just play through a few missions or a little bit of the campaign, just because it's a lot of fun. Occasionally you just kind of want to pop some heads, and there's no better game to do that than Left 4 Dead, in my opinion. Something else Turtle Rock has talked about is some downloadable content in the future. Don't really know what all that's going to entail just yet, but they've even talked a little bit about maybe some in-game purchases and stuff, which I'm sure would be upgrades to weapons and how a weapon looks and how your character may look or something. I don't really know how they're going to do that, but they have mentioned that in the past, and there's been a few people on the Discord channel talking about it, so I guess we'll see. But the biggest thing to me is the cards. I'm really curious to see how that's going to work in the game and how that's going to be played out, but it should make it interesting, keep the game kind of fresh and fun every time you play through it. But for anyone who has not played Left 4 Dead, I suggest getting it. And at least try and, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, play through those a little bit before summer gets here, so you can be more excited for this game. Because, there's some zombies in here that look pretty tough. That big boy right there. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Oof. And this game will keep you on your toes too, guys. They throw enough zombies at you constantly where there's no downtime. Like, you have very little breathing room in this
Now you're
game.
talking.
Oh yeah. And that the sounds, it's creepy. I mean, this is one creepy game. It seems like I've played a lot of creepy games this year. I mean, me and my boys just finished up Little Nightmares 2. Played through it on the Switch, which was a load of fun. I mean, that game is incredible too, you guys. If you haven't checked out Little Nightmares 2, Stradlin actually did a little demo on that game. But this is gonna be another little creepy one to throw in there. So check it out, guys. Back for Blood coming out this summer. It's gonna be a lot of fun.